Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm doing a meteorology update. There is a potential snowstorm coming up this weekend on Sunday. Definitely bigger and more snow accumulation than what happened this last Sunday, and about the brutal cold temperatures that are going to be upcoming in the next couple of days. These temperatures are going to be so cold that they are most likely gonna cause school closures for sure. Maybe not as widespread as right now if the temperatures change, but as of right now, it looks pretty possible that next week there could be some schools closures because of the wind chill, and there's gonna be wind, there's gonna be cold air. It's just gonna be a perfect hotspot for the cold. But before we get to the cold, I first want to go over the snow and the snow scenario that's gonna play out over the weekend. So Thursday, high pressure, nothing really going on except lake effect and a little bit precipitation in the East Coast earlier on. But then the high pressure gets out of here. A little disturbance might come across. It's not really gonna bring much accumulation, maybe an inch or two in some localized area. But the main point with this thing is that it could cause slick spots on the road that could freeze up, making car accidents happen and other things that not wanted. But in the way of actually snow accumulations, it won't do much. As you see, it pretty much dies around the Wisconsin border and Illinois and Iowa. But this is the big system right here. The low, you see, has pretty strong winds, unlike with the other one we had earlier this week. It kicks out quite a big dose of precipitation before this second low helps out and kicks in moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. And it lasts about from 6 o'clock Sunday morning, let's say, for example, in Chicago. Starts, it's kind of big gaps because this is the GFS and it's still far out, but I'm saying probably around 2 o'clock it will already be snowing in Chicago. Midday throughout the whole night, throughout the whole day, evening, and into the night, but when Monday morning comes along, you should be out of here. But long and behold, not too long, another little system comes along Tuesday morning, probably dropping it around 3 or 4 inches. This one, the earlier one, could probably drop around 5 inches in some of these locations. But that's still far out, and I can't really set in stone any accumulation amounts or where the heaviest snow will fall because it's still far out, and I don't want to get anyone's hopes way too high. So, as of that, we'll look at the temperatures of this upcoming days. Let me scoot it back all the way till about now. This is tomorrow, Wednesday. You see the cold air locks in. So let me go back here. This is where the cold front, it passes through, locks in, doesn't give in. Even in the warmest time of the day, it's still below freezing in Chicago and most of the areas anywhere north from about Springfield, Illinois. You see it pushing down into Amarillo, Texas, getting in a cold. And look at this cold front, like the cold front. This is negative temperatures. And you're probably like, oh, no way it will reach way down here. Well, I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but it will, but not until the snowstorm passes. Because look what will happen with the snow. So this is Friday, look. Freezing line all the way down into Florida. That is truly pretty amazing for December. So, as I said, with the snowstorm, the temperatures are gonna warm up slightly. And warm up, I don't mean by 40s across the areas where the snow's gonna be. I mean like 20s and 30s. Right here you see 25, 31, 28. That's still a warm up compared to what is going to be. And always, usually during a snow event, it always kind of warms up because of the moisture falling from the atmosphere. But then, yeah, see, this is just the peak of the warm. Unfortunately, for those who like the warm and don't like the snow, it's not gonna be a good news because look at this. This is an incredibly strong cold front leaping through, and there's absolutely nothing in its way. Before you know, it's gonna be in the single digits here. Look, 4, 5, and then you wait for it. Look at that. That's a January cold front. That's not even for December. And this is December 13th around Tuesday. This is like the moment, like the calm before the all hell breaks loose. Look at this. Boom, -4, 6, single digits, negative temperatures during the night. During the day, no more, no better. 1 degree. What the hell is 1 degree? That's you could get frostbite in these conditions in less than 10 minutes, which could be life threatening, and most likely the National Weather Service will put out wind chill warnings for many of these locations. And with a wind chill warning, schools usually close because they don't want to risk getting sued by anyone if their kid gets hypothermia or something even worse. So this doesn't just go away, it persists throughout most of the next week, and probably the peak of the cold is right here. -14, the cold into the Florida panhandle. Texas will probably be out because the ridge is already passing through. Northeast, no better. -23 in upper Minnesota. Wind chill, with the wind chill, will probably be around -40. So then the relief comes. The relief. Yeah, 24, 26. That's still freaking freezing, but compared to what it was, that's a relief before another cold swath comes in. So this is how it's gonna be the winter. Gonna warm up and then cool down, warm up, cool down, warm up, cool down. Here it says it's gonna be massive warm up, but 384 hours out, it's the max it will go. I don't buy into this. Maybe there'll be like a slight warm up to the upper 30s, but no, there's no way it's gonna be this strong. And if it is, then I guess I'm wrong. Here's also a little look at the snow possibility. Here's the thing I was talking about. I could cause some slick roads, but come on, this is kind of okay. And then the big storm comes along. Look at that heavy precipitation with the Gulf of Mexico moisture. That is some heavy stuff before passing through, and then the start of a new one that I was talking about. So that is pretty much it, guys. I will be posting another follow-up video on this probably around Friday. So stay tuned for that. As always, thanks for watching. See you on the next episode.